All right. So we're going to wait for everyone else to come. So how was the session? How was okay. Tushar, Pratyush is here. Admit all. Hi Pratyush. Welcome to the call. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So all right. So we're going to wait for the rest to join in today.
There are five people. There's five people later.
There's 6 totally.
Yeah.
So right now 3 have joined, 3 more to go.
No.
What no?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Anika and you are the fourth and fifth, huh? Volunteers, yes, you are the assistants today. All right, guys. So, oops. Okay, Anika, sit.
Can you shift a little bit?
No, I can't. There's no way to shift. Turn the seat like this. No, you're not being seen.
Yeah.
Turn it like this.
I'm being always seen.
Okay, guys. So today we have
My night suit.
2 more Blender kids with us. All right, Avesh and Anika.
I am not even like.
Yeah, Anika. Now, yeah, you sit. No, you sit.
But I'm wearing my night suit.
Then why didn't you change? All right.
Change?
Hi, Moana. Welcome to the call. Good morning.
Are you in the waterfall?
Good morning.
Yeah, she's in a tropical island. All right. Okay. We gotta wait for Ashmin and who else? One second.
Share your sketches, Mona.
Yes. So we're gonna get to that right now. Right. Perfect. So, yes. One second. Let's. Oh, you made a new sketchbook. Wonderful. And you titled it Blender Kids. That's exactly what I wanted you guys to do. Right? Make a sketchbook. Right, for yourself to put all your ideas in. That's the whole point of this exercise. Right. All right. Show me.
Wait, one second.
You'll have to bring it really close to camera. Actually, this is.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yes. So, guys, all of you who, I think you've done your assignment, some of you, whoever has done the assignment, keep your drawings ready. Okay. We'll go around the room and you'll have to, show it on your camera. Right. It's not the most effective. It's not the most effective way to show drawings on a camera, but we'll work with it right now. After the session, I want you to use your parents' phone or your phone to take pictures of your drawings and post it on the group. All right? Is that clear?
ऊपर आना थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड ऊपर
I will.
बस थोड़ा
Yeah.
नीचे बरंट नॉर्मल
Hey, look at my
Okay, we have 2 minutes to go to start our session.
But why this?
Abhi, you know what you should do?
Here
You
go,
just take a
here
pencil
go.
and darken them. Darken all the drawings. Fatafat. All right. So that we can see it on the camera. Hi, Darshana. Good morning. Yeah. Do it quickly. Okay, we only have 2 minutes to start. Actually, 1 minute. It's 10:29.
How do we just make this background clear?
It is clear. It's gone. Your
It's
tropical
gone?
island is gone. You can show me your drawing.
Yeah, so it says slightly blur your background. So I was just
No, I don't think it should be a problem. Now show the drawing. It will be clear.
okay.
Now show. Because your background is totally clear to me right now. Yes, I can see. Okay, show. There you go. Okay, guys. So Austin, Divya, and everyone else, you can look at the screen right now, and I can see. Bring your drawing a little closer. Good job. So here you have. This is what you've copied, or this is what you've created.
There some I've copied the most of the part and I've also made some changes in them.
So you're seeing breaking, building, and changing, right? I like the way you have used different shapes. Very good. Oh, interesting. Here we have different kind of limbs. One is with a wheel. One is a little stout. One is a circular one. Very good. Very good, Moana. Right? Good job, Moana. Good job. Okay, can you quickly ask your mama to just take 2 pictures of your drawings and post it on the group?
I'll do
Perfect.
that.
Thanks. Right? Perfect. Good job, Moana. Right? So tell me a little bit. How did you enjoy the exercise?
Yeah, so first I just checked all of them and they were pretty hard, and then when I found some of them, I found them a little hard, but then I could do it by myself. And I added also a little changes in all of them.
Yeah, you added some changes in all of them. Got it, got it. And so that was fun, right? You enjoyed
Yeah.
the experience, right? All right, so now it's 10:30, guys. I'd like you guys to turn on your cameras. We're going to begin the session, right? You completed, no? We'll go through. Everyone's going to show their drawings, all right? All right. Are you guys with me? Pratyush, yes. Hi, Austin. Good morning. Pratyush and Divyan, right? And I'm going to hi, Divyan. Good morning.
You're leaving the school, right?
Arey yaar, Avi.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Are you? Really? Are you moving to another school?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, which school are you moving to? Which school are you moving to? He can't hear me, I think. Divyan, you can hear me, right? And Pratyush, where are you? Hi, Pratyush.
Hi.
Birthday boy, how was your birthday yesterday?
Yeah, it was good.
Was good. Did you have a blast?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. And so, did you have a chance to do the exercise?
Um. Um. Not. Yeah. Not.
Okay, okay, no problem. Ashmin, please join the call. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else is there? One second. Ashmin. Uh, Group info. Just a second, guys. I'm just checking for everyone. Okay, all of you guys are here. All right. So let's begin. We'll begin. Ashmin will join in. Okay. Um, your mic is not working. Oh, that's a bit of a trouble. Can you restart your machine? Just log out and restart. Yeah, all right. Okay, guys, so welcome to session number 2 of the Blender Kids Level 2 workshop. What happened? What do you want?
We're starting without it.
All right. All right. Okay, so he's going to join in, but we're going to begin. All right. So, just a second. Huh? Let me just bring a glass of water while Divyan joins in.
What is Anika doing here? Just say. No, I think. One second. Look at Anika's drawing. Idiot. You stupid. Elbows. You get cooked. You get cooked. Bye bye, get cooked. See you later. He's your back.
All right. Okay, guys. Now, Avi and Anika, both of you, I want you to be silent so that I can start the session. All right. Okay, guys. So, welcome to session number 2 of the Level 2 workshop. All right. And yesterday's session was really dense, right? We had a lot of things. We talked about a lot of things. We didn't do as much, right, during the session, right? We talked about a lot of things, and I wanted to cover a lot of stuff, right? And so today we're going to be a little relaxed, and we are going to kind of cover a few things. Okay, again, we are not getting into Blender yet. Okay, so I know some of you might be a little disappointed, right? But I want to tell you a little bit, guys. I would really request you to turn on your camera because I need some visual feedback. I need to know if you're with me, like how Divyan and Moana are there on camera, right? Gives me a sense that I'm. So Pratyush, I also request you to turn on your camera, right? Thanks, Austin. Thanks for turning on the camera. All right. Okay. So as I was saying, how many of you enjoyed the drawing exercise? Yeah. How many of you enjoyed the drawing exercise? Divyan, are you joining in? Oh, okay. You enjoyed it. What about you, Pratyush? Okay. Did you enjoy it? You haven't done it though, right?
No.
Huh?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Hi, Ashmin. Welcome to the call. You are 5 minutes late. All right. Okay. And I request you to turn on your camera. Gives me some visual feedback to lead the class. All right. Okay. So I was asking everyone, how did you enjoy the exercise? So everyone raised their hand. Everyone enjoyed the drawing exercise. Ashmin, what was your experience? Did you do the assignment?
Yeah, it was good.
It was
It is
good?
fun.
All right. So let me give you a little background and let me give you a little sense of why this exercise, right? And we talked about it in detail yesterday, right? But today I just want to quickly touch upon it, right? And touch upon it from a different angle, okay? So what is this different angle? Building, so it's fun to build in Blender, it's fun to build 3D, right? And it's fun to see it happen, right? It looks so amazing, when you put lights and colors, like you saw in level 1 when we made the spaceship, right? It was, once you learn how to do it, it's so much fun, right? But Blender and 3D, and not just Blender, any other 3D application, right? They are uh, they are technically based, right? So everything you need to solve. There are problems that you will have and you'll have to solve. So there's a lot of technical steps, procedures that you have to follow to get a certain result, right? Now these technical procedures, they come in the way of creativity, right? So imagine this, you have an idea in your head and you say, I'm going to jump right into Blender and I'm going to start building it out, right? Now 95% of the time you are going to get stuck if you go that way, right? And this is not just you guys, this is how even professionals get stuck, right? And that's why it is a professional standard, right? Even at large studios or small studios, wherever people are doing. Mohana, you have a question? Pratyush, you have a question? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Pratyush, tell me.
So actually, so we can use AI for our problems.
For sure, you can use AI. Yes, you can, and we'll get to that. But you know what? If you were to ask me about AI, right? You can definitely use it. But at the learning stage, when you are learning these things, if you were to use AI, you are actually missing out on a whole lot of foundational steps because AI is doing it for you. You don't need to know those things, right? And so I would recommend, and definitely we are going to involve AI at some point, right, in our sessions as well. But I want everyone to have a foundational understanding, right? Now see, doing drawing is not easy, right? It's tough, it's going to push you, it's going to push you in certain directions, you're not going to like it, especially if you don't like drawing, right? Especially if you don't like drawing, you're not going to like it, right? And but it is going to develop a muscle. Like I said, your brain is a muscle, right? Your hands are your drawing is a muscle, right? And I want to give you those exercises to begin to develop that, right? So you can definitely use AI, but I would recommend not using AI right at the beginning when you're starting to learn these things, right? Once you have a nice foundation, you're clear, you know what AI is doing. That's when you will be able to direct AI, right? So we'll get to that, Pratyush. Does that answer your question, Pratyush?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. AI will be a tool, and you know what? If you just one thing I want to leave you with is about the AI thing. That if you use AI when you are learning, okay, it doesn't become a tool. It becomes a crutch. You know what a crutch is, right? Like when you are limping, you walk with a crutch. And so if a baby learns to walk with a crutch, a baby will never learn to walk and run properly, right? Because he's just used to a crutch, and that's all he knows, right? And so AI is like that. If you know the foundations and you have learned and you have practiced a bit, then AI is a very powerful tool. You can make it do whatever you want, right? But if you don't have that foundational understanding to begin with, then you are kind of stuck with what AI gives you, and you won't know how to get what you want from AI, right? Okay, so that's the gist of it.
That's
Okay.
what happens to me.
Yeah.
And AI doesn't always tell the truth.
All right. Okay, guys. So let's just go around the class, okay? And let's take a look at your drawings right now. So quickly, Moana, you can just show your drawings because you already showed it once. Just quickly show it, right? Let's take a look at it quickly. Bring it close to the camera. All right. All eyes on the screen, guys. I think you can see it. So these are the designs Moana has done. Okay. So she has 3 on her first page. Okay. All right. And there you go. She has some other cool stuff on she has 6 drawings on the other page, right? So you've done about 9 designs. Good job. Good job, Moana. Thanks for sharing. All right. Divyan, would you like to share your drawings? Let's take a look at that. All right. Yeah, Divyan. So you've got some, yeah, and that's a good approach, right? Can I see that again? Can you just bring it a little closer? The first set. There you go. So good stuff. Good stuff. The proportions you've kept kept a tab on the proportions. So the head size, the body size, right? All right. Here you have some more. Here you have one with treads. I can see you kind of struggle with the treads, right? The angle of the treads. Good job. Good job, Divyan. All right. Yes. Who else would like to go? Ashmin, do you have your drawings to show?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look.
Do I have like I have two and one unfinished one.
That's all right. Whatever you have.
Okay.
That's all right. Not a problem.
Well,
And Austin, you can keep your drawings ready. Yes, bring that
I'll-
close. All
Sir,
right. So here you have, yes, you have one Eva kind of character,
yeah, and
and one is a
random
boxy
people.
guy. Right.
Yeah, and then I'm also working on like a mini Pekka.
A mini? What? Can you bring it
A
closer?
mini Pekka from Clash Royale.
Oh, can you bring it closer to the camera?
Yeah, it's unfinished.
Yeah, but you got your basic shapes, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's most important, right? I'm not looking for detail right now. We're not looking for detail. We're only looking for basic shapes. So I would say that drawing is complete, right? For this exercise. Good job, Ashmin. All right, Austin. All right. Okay. Hey, nice, Austin. So I can see yours also got some kind of Eva kind of character. And I want to see the one that's below. There's one below, right? Ha, this is a little different. Something like this isn't there on Pinterest, right? So you use a big body.
The one you had like shown.
But you've added two more wheels, right? You've seen something, you got some visual reference from somewhere from me, and then you've changed it a bit, right? And that's exactly what I wanted you guys to do. So, do you have any more drawings?
No, sir, I have one unfinished one.
All right. So, no problem. Now, that's great, okay? All of you have done this. Pratyush, do you have anything to share or you've not done it yet?
I have got an unfinished head actually. Only
Sure.
the
Would you
head.
like to show?
Yes.
All right. Bring it down. Not bad. That's interesting. That's interesting. The way you have placed the facial features is a unique kind of robot, right? Interesting. It looks like a steampunk robot. You know what a steampunk robot is, right? There was a movement where in design where they have technologically advanced creatures, but no nothing digital, right? So here the face isn't digital. There's no screen, right? We just have eyes and you have some kind of a. So awesome, good job, Pratyush. All right, so I'm going to show you what Avish has done here. Okay, so here's what he's done. Okay, guys, can you see 1 second? So he's made this one cute guy. Then he's kind of practiced with. Avi, can you just go and close that curtain from behind? Go from this side. Go from this side. Just a second, huh?
Show the next page.
Yeah, I'm showing. I'm showing. Just close the curtain. All right, now you guys can see. Okay, so he's this one. Then he's done a little bit here, something here, right? And then now he's done this BB from Star Wars, I think, right?
With the football.
It's a football one, yeah. Then cuter ones, right? And this guy is also pretty cute. Okay, and so he's done about 6 on his first page, and then he's done about 9. All right, and then this is the design he wants to make in Blender, right? So this is what he's done. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, Abhi, you can open the curtain now. It's become dark here. Can you do that, please? Can you please do it? Thank you. Now Anika also has some drawings to show you guys. So these are Anika's robots. Okay, they're very creative. You can see it has a whole bunch of objects, and yeah, this guy is wearing sunglasses, and he's got wheels too, right? Okay, good job, Anika. Thank you.
But
Yes.
that guy's a butterfly.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to share my screen and we are going to do some stuff today. All right. So just a sec. 1 second. Okay. Here we have.
OBS. Studio.
Yeah. Just a second, guys. My blender is turning on.
Blendura.
Okay.
Hi, lucky. I should have blender 4.5.
Guy, Avi,
Unlucky.
please calm down. You're distracting me right now. Okay. Entire screen. All right. So here we are in Blender today. Another day, another Blender. 1 second. Let's bring the call back here. Okay. So, okay, guys. So, now the exercise, like I was saying before, Pratyush asked me about the AI question, right? So I was saying that Blender is a process based application where you have a process, you add an object, then you extrude it, or you do something to it, then you add something else and you build on that, right? And if you were to just directly get into Blender and start building, things get a little 1 second, let me just stop sharing. Actually, I just want to complete this part, then I'll share with you. Okay, I'll just stop sharing my screen. Okay, so if you directly jump into Blender and you have some idea, but it's not clarified because you haven't articulated it by drawing it out or explaining it, right? So then, as you build in Blender, you are going to get stuck, right, at some point, because every design that you create, right, has some problems that you will need to solve in Blender. Some things you might not know how to do, some things you might not know how to achieve, right? Some things might not be working the way you intended it to work, right? And so that creates a lot of frustration. Okay, and even professionally. So now I wanted to actually tell you about the process. That's what I wanted to actually talk about. I wanted to talk about the professional process that animators, designers in large studios, what is the process that they take, right? So the process is broken down into 3 parts. So let me just share my screen and talk about that right now. Okay, and so this is for you to know. Okay, and like I said, guys, you guys are a unique batch. Okay, you're the only group of young kids, I think, right now on this planet, okay, who are learning this. Okay, like I said, this is for adults actually, right? And you guys are getting introduced to this, right? And so guys, you can see my screen. Yeah. So every project, okay, no matter how large or small or whatever, right? No matter what industry, maybe it's animation, maybe it's graphic design, maybe it's architectural design, right? All projects, they go through 3 stages, right? And what are these stages? These stages are
Yes, thanks.
pre-production.
Wait, can I say the stage, please? Please, I know.
What?
Production,
And the next one is production.
and post production.
That's right. And then you have post production.
Can I tell the meaning of
Hold on. All right. So all projects, no matter how big or small, right? And not just creative projects, almost every kind of project, right, has these 3 stages. Now we are going to be talking more specifically towards creative and visual projects, like the things that we are doing in Blender, right? And so we have pre-production, production, and post-production. So what is pre-production, right? Pre-production is everything that you do before you start building anything, right? So anything and everything you do before you start building. And so pre-production is there in movies, right? Before movies are made, there are teams that just do pre-production. Not a single shot is been filmed or made until pre-production is complete, right? And so what are the things that people do in pre-production, right? So in pre-production, people do design, right? They design, they write scripts, right? They come up with concepts, right? And this is the place where you try all your ideas in pre-production. You try all your ideas, right? In filmmaking, or when you go into animation, this is the stage where you do storyboarding. Do you guys know what storyboarding is?
pass it to me, please?
Have you heard of storyboarding, Moana? Yeah, Austin has heard. So storyboarding, Anika, hold on. Storyboarding is again a pre-production process where, you know, they make a film with drawings. They just draw it's like a comic book, you know, before actually filming or shooting, before getting cameras or before making anything in 3D or in the computer. They actually get artists to draw everything in the movie, and then that is put, you know, made like a slideshow with music and sound effects and all of that, and it's a rough video, it's a rough film, right? And so these are all pre-production tasks, right? So what is the why do pre-production, right? Why do you do pre-production? As an artist, and you know, when you're creating something, the pre-production stage, as we talked yesterday, see, drawing is like the first step in pre-production, right? And so as we develop an idea and we build something, the pre-production stage allows us to experiment with ideas quickly without investing too much time in building something and then realizing, oh, this is not working. You get what I'm saying? Everyone with me? Yeah? And so that's what the pre-production stage is about. Okay? Now, the production stage, this is where you actually start building. Right? And building whatever, whether it's a 3D model or you're drawing it finally, you're, you know, coloring it, you're, you know, in Blender, you're putting colors, textures, you've done your model, you're animating, where you're doing your spaceship, right? That was production. You are doing production, right? You are doing production of your spaceship animation, right? And so building is a big part of your production, okay? And the last part is pre-production, and this is, post-production. The word post means after. So what comes after production, right? So post-production is where you finalize things. And this is where you make it beautiful, you know, you add the details, you know, do all the stuff to, you know, you make your final product, right? So these are the three main stages in anything that you do. As simple as making this robot character also has these three stages.
You can call them the 3 Ps.
The 3 Ps, right? Pre-production, production, and post-production. All right, everyone with me so far? All right, cool. So this is why it's important. Yes, yes, Moana.
Can we just write the 3 Ps in our books?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. And now we're going to do a little book exercise also, right? Go ahead. Okay. So it's pre-production, production, and post-production. All right. Okay. So that's about that. All right. And that's why what we are doing right now before getting into Blender is we are doing the pre-production stage, right? We are experimenting, we are first studying, you know, researching what kind of character we want to make, right? And then we are going to build that, okay? And then we will move into the production stage, okay? So now I'm just going to turn off this layer and create a new layer, and okay guys, shall we move on, Moana? Okay. So now guys, I want you to, let's start this session, okay, to refine what you have already drawn, okay? We are going to, you know, today is not going to be as intense as yesterday, okay? We're not going to do so much, right? We're going to kind of touch upon what we did yesterday to clarify that, right? And any questions that you have, we can address that, okay? And also very importantly, Divyan, I want you to show the stuff that you created for next, okay? So we're going to do that today at the end of the session for sure, okay? I want to take a look at those things that you've created, all right? Okay, so let's begin with our warm-up, okay? So get your pieces of paper, all right? And let's start doing some circles, okay? Let's start doing some circles, and as you're doing some circles, we can have, oops. 1 second, huh? As we're doing some
Can
circles.
we just continue here down?
Sorry, continue. No, take a new page or take a rough paper, you know. So when you're doing the circles, right, I would suggest not doing in your sketchbook, okay? You can just take a piece of newspaper or some random kachra paper, right? No, not behind that. Right? The sketchbook is for your ideas. These circles, are just warm up.
On this.
No, bacha, you get your book. 1 second, guys. Just a second. 1 second, guys. Just a second.
You can use the
Monu, you're distracting me. Can I do? Can I do? You take a paper from this or get some other paper. Now, why are you asking me right now while I'm taking the session?
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm managing them also. And you take na somewhere or go ask mama and get na paper. Okay, guys. So let's continue creating circles, right? And as we are creating, so as I'm talking, I want you also to create circles. And I don't know if you guys did this exercise yesterday properly. Maybe you have, right? But you want to do the circles till the point that you kind of zone out, right? Your mind kind of is not thinking of anything more, right? You're just with the circles and you're just focusing on how your arm is moving and trying to get those circles right? Trying to get those circles as circular as possible. Now your circles might not be like mine, and that's fine. Okay, as you do this more and more, you will begin to get your circles perfect, right? And it is also a little bit of technique. As you know, I've told you, you don't want to hold your pencil right in the front. You want to hold it a little behind, and you want to move your shoulder and your elbows, right? Now, and so you keep, and just you can draw over the circles that you already have, right? It's just a rough exercise, right? And as you're doing this, okay, you might feel your arm get a little tired or a little warmed up, right? And that's exactly what we want. Okay, so think of it this way, that your mind controls your hand, right? When your mind says, tells your hand to move in a direction, it moves in that direction. So it is pretty well connected. But consider this, that connection needs to develop further, right? And so when it gets tired, that's your hand communicating with your brain, right? That I'm getting tired. And as you do this more and more, you will begin to realize that your drawing is slowly and steadily getting better. Your line quality is getting better, right? It won't happen overnight. You got to keep doing this, and that's why I want to make this a habit for you guys. Okay, every time you sit to do Blender also, just do 5 minutes of circles, right? I know you're not drawing in Blender, which you could eventually, right? But it kind of frees up your mind. It kind of brings you into the zone, right? And you will know it only if you actually do it, right? And practice it, right? So I'm kind of just, yeah, there you go. Avi's showing his circles, right? He's got pretty good circles, right? All right. And so you guys can see my screen, and I've kind of filled it up. It looks messy, and that's all right. Okay,
And Ronaldo.
that's all right. All right. And so I want you to begin to kind of enjoy this experience, right? Enjoy this feeling of, oh, my arm is hurting. And now I'm drawing some straight lines, diagonal lines, you can see, right? I'm drawing some diagonal lines this way. Yeah. Be bold. And many times when we draw now, we draw with very small lines, right? Very small lines, because we're not sure, right? And this exercise forces you to be bold, right? Just be bold. Okay.
I draw big lines.
Yes. Just be bold and don't worry about anything, right? It's not about perfection. And the kind of drawing I'm asking you guys to do is nowhere close to perfection. We are not trying to make a masterpiece. Okay, we are just trying to warm ourselves up, and
And try to get our ideas out.
that's right. That's right. So I'm gonna just clear up my workspace right now. I'm gonna add another layer, and you can also use another page. Okay, and now I'm going to do the figure of 8. Okay, the figure of 8.
I love it.
The figure of 8 is an exercise that
That I love.
yes, and so you wanna get your 8s like almost like circles, right? You see?
Okay, that's
Perfect. All right. Okay. And then you can also draw within your shapes, right? So you draw within the shapes. You can draw smaller shapes, fill up this shape, right? And this is the kind of, you'll be surprised, how many people actually do this in large studios. right? When I was working at a very large studio, all the artists in the art department would come in the morning, and before they start their work, they'd fill up sheets like this, really. And that actually happens because it kind of frees up your mind, right?
I like drawing.
Perfect. All right, so all of you have followed this so far? Yeah, can you quickly share what's your experience right now after doing this for, like, we've been doing it for about 3 minutes? Can you just quickly share and tell me what is your experience? I just want to get a sense of what you're feeling. Yeah, Moana, you can go ahead. Just quickly share 1 word, 2 word, whatever.
I'm feeling my hand is freeing and I can draw more stuff in.
Yeah, yes. Thanks for sharing. That's exactly what this exercise is about, right? And so, there is, the connection between your brain and your hand, okay, gets clearer and clearer when you draw. The more you draw, the more you practice like this, okay, that connection becomes clearer and you are able to articulate your ideas more clearly. All right, cool. Anyone else want to say something? Okay, good, Moana. And so, Moana, see, bring your drawings. Thanks for showing. So, Moana, thanks, Austin. Moana, you want to draw big, huh? Right now, you're drawing really small, right? You want to draw, fill your page. Like your circle should be as big, almost as big as your page. Can you see my, let me just, so this is a feedback for all of you guys. You can see my screen, guys. Imagine that this white part is an A4 size paper, okay? And yes, Austin, exactly like that, right? You just filled the whole page, right? Right? And just a couple of things I want to point out, okay? You want to draw big, okay? So if this is an A4 size paper, see how big my circle is, right? You want to draw big, and you also want to keep in mind accuracy, that you're constantly trying to be accurate. You're trying to get your circles right. Maybe your circles aren't coming perfectly right now, but with each circle you are getting better and better and better, right? That is the goal, okay? Yes, Moana. Can you bring it closer? Now you're doing some big draw. Yes. Those are the sizes of circles I want. And that's when you will be using your shoulder and your elbow, okay?
I'm using.
All right, yeah. Like this. See, Avi has also filled up his page, right? So he has a big A4 size paper, and you can see he's concentrating on the circles. He's trying to get the circles right. The reason why we are redrawing the same circle is to solidify the shape, right? As you can see, even I'm redrawing on the circle, right? So I'm finalizing the shape, okay? And these will come into your drawing when you're actually doing your pre-production drawing, all right? Okay, cool. So that brings us to the end of our work, not our workshop, brings us to the end of our warm-up. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Okay. So guys, now, like I said, pre-production. Now that our arms are warmed up, our hands are warmed up, we're kind of in this zone right now, okay, to begin to design, okay. So, we looked at some references, okay. So, and you did some reference drawing and you have some ideas of that, right? And I'm not going to get into that right now. We're not going to do some reference drawing right now, okay? But when you are doing your pre-production, see, the pre-production stage is where you're bringing out your ideas, and this is where you want to be as free as possible, because you have no limitations right now. Drawing on a piece of paper you don't need to press buttons. There is no procedure. There's just you putting down your ideas, right? And so I'm going to skip the reference part right now, and we're going to get into the shape experimentation, right? The form experimentation. So right now, I'm going to start. So all eyes on my screen, guys, okay? So one important thing I want to share with you, okay? And if I were to give you a piece of paper and tell you draw anything, okay, what's going to happen to you? Okay, there's a 95% chance
You won't
that
know anything. What to draw.
exactly, there's a 95% chance that all of you will kind of get frozen. You look at a blank paper and you'll be wondering what to do, right? Because draw anything means what, right? You can draw anything, right? And so going by this, right, creativity, okay, is born with limitation. You become creative, become more creative when there are more limitations, right? And every project that you will do will always have limitations. So what is a limitation, right? they are also called constraints, right? So right now when I said we are going to make a cute robot, that is a limitation. Out of anything in the world, we have now put a limitation. We are going to create a cute robot. Okay, so that's one limitation, right? So now your mind is thinking about a robot. See, just with that limitation, the way you think has changed, right? From anything where there was confusion, right? You have brought it down to this robot, and now your mind is thinking about the robot. Does everyone agree with me? Can I have a show of hands? Or yeah, right? And so limitation is very important, or constraints are very important for creativity. The more the constraints, actually, you might feel like, oh, if there are constraints, I feel constrained, I can't create freely. But it's actually the other way around. The more the constraints, the more creative you get. Because creativity is actually solving problems, right? Creativity does not live without any, does not live on its own. Creativity is a solution for a problem. So when I put a limitation, it is a constraint, it is a problem in one way, right? And so when I say let's create a cute robot, you already have a limitation, and then your mind starts working in that direction. Now this is important. One second, Anika, I can't hear what I'm saying. Hold on. All right. Okay. So now in this level 2, right, our goal, okay, you can see my screen, right? Our goal is to teach you, oops, one second, what happened here? Draw mode. Why is this not drawing? What happened? Just a second, guys. Something happened to my new 2D animation. Don't save. Yeah. So in this level 2, right, our goal is to go from idea to reality. To teach you how to go from idea to reality, right? And to go from this, there are 3 stages: pre-production, pre-prod, prod, and post-prod. So these are the 3 stages you will go through to get to reality. Hey, nice. What is that, Moana? A drawing, huh? You've done. All right. You can take a picture of that and share it on the group. All right. So as I was saying, so in level 2, our job is to learn to go from idea to reality. And so everything I'm teaching you right now is a structure to be able to bring your idea to reality. Okay. So what I was saying is, let's look at the limitation. So the limitation right now is a cute robot. Okay. Now let's look at the further limitations. Okay, we are adding some more limitations. A cute robot should be simple, made of basic shapes. This is another limitation, right? Another limitation I'm adding is that no curved shapes. Now this is to simplify our production stage, right? Because we don't yet know how to create curved shapes in Blender. We haven't learned that yet, right? And so we are going to avoid that complexity. All right, everyone with me? Show of hands, please. Okay, so can you see that we are adding limitations, and the limitations will then define what we are going to design. This is a really important stage, right? It might not be the most fun stage where you're pushing buttons in Blender and you're seeing a result, but this defines another important thing I wanted to say. Your project, the outcome of your project is entirely dependent on how well you do your pre-production. If your pre-production is not good, you are going to face problems, right, in your production and your post-production, right? So here we are going to look at our limitations. So we have a cute robot, a simple basic, made of simple basic shapes, and no curved shapes, right? Okay, another thing I would add is avoid limbs. So what I mean by that is avoid arms, avoid legs, right? Again, it's adding complexity to our character, right? So how do we deal with that? Okay, so these are the limitations that we have. Okay, so now as opposed to yesterday, I have further clarified your limitations. Okay, and so now we have about 20 minutes. We are going to go ahead and experiment and start doing some shape exercises for our cute character using these limitations. Everyone with me? Yeah, so this is going to be our map. These limitations are going to guide our design decisions, right, of the cute robot. Okay, so let me just demonstrate, and then I'm going to let you guys start creating something. Okay, so I'm just going to move this aside. One second, edit G, that comes here. So here we have our limitations. Okay, now I want you to begin to draw in a very specific way. Okay, right now. And now the experimentation is going to be a very specific kind of experimentation. So when we say basic shapes, these are the tools that we are going to use. One second. Or these are the shapes we are going to use: circle, triangle, square, or rectangle. And we can also use a trapezium, right? A trapezium is this way, or it could be the other way around. Okay, so at first all of these are 2D shapes. So at first our designs are going to be 2D. We are going to deal with it in a flat way, right? Then the 3D part will come later, but as our 2D designs are clear, then we can always make it into 3D, right? So we are going to be using a combination of these shapes right now. Okay, so think of this as your ABCD, your language, right? And now I want you to use these shapes. Of course, these shapes can be, you can distort these shapes. Like for example, this trapezium can be like this, right? This is also a trapezium. This rectangle can be like this. This is also a rectangle, right? This circle can be like this. It's an oval. It is also a basic shape. Yes. Yes, Mohana. Good job. But Mohana, I want to bring your attention to something right now. Okay. Our job right now is to not get into details. We are not going to go into eyes. We are not going to go into, details, all this stuff, right? We are going to get into that at a later point. Right now, I want you to experiment with shapes. So let me show you, let me demonstrate some experiments. Okay. So I'll show you this. One second. Huh? So everyone clear about the basic shapes? Yeah? Everyone clear about? So these are the alphabets you are going to use for your drawing right now. Okay. And now let's begin to create some characters. Okay. So I'm just, look at this. Okay. This is very key to our exploration process. So see, I'm drawing a square, and then I'm drawing another square. Okay. And I'm imagining, oh, okay, this is, yeah, this could be one character, right? This could be, this is a side view of the robot. That's it. Look, I've just used the basic shapes. Okay, if I were to do a front view of this, I'll just imagine it, okay, this is the head, and then we have a neck, and then we have this body, and then we have a wheel. From the front, the wheel won't be circular, right? It'll be a rectangle, right? And then we have something to hold the wheel, which is this part, right? And so, can you see how quickly I have just doodled the basic shapes? I'm not getting into detail. I'm not drawing a face. I'm not drawing the ears. I'm not drawing anything. I'm not even drawing hands, right? Yes, Moana.
It similarly looks like a bike type if you add handles.
Yeah, and that's it will look like many things, right? And that's what, as you draw this, see now, as you saw my drawing, imagine you did this. As you drew this, your thought would have come, this looks like a bike. Your next drawing will be something similar to a bike, and then the next drawing will build on that, right? And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to do at least 8, 9, 10 different combinations of this. So like for example, try a small head, okay, and then try a big body, right? And then I don't know, put the wheels and see, does this make sense? Or try, let me just delete that. Try try a circular head, right, and a triangular body, right? And then then questions will come. Okay, if it has a circular head and a triangular body, then how does it move, right? Okay, so that thought came to my mind. Okay, then I'll put a jet booster. This is a jet booster, right? And this jet booster can turn. Right? And so this is where you're getting creative in the simplest way. You're not adding detail. I'm not sitting and adding detail. Oh, fire is coming out of here, and iska color aisa rahega. I'm not worried about the detail. I'm only worried about the big shapes working together. Right? So now I'm going to give you some time. Okay, it's 11:15. We have another 15 minutes. Create some shape examples. Okay, be bold, make big drawings. Okay, and experiment with the basic shapes. Put them together, and I'll just take you through some of my examples to give you some ideas. Right? So these are examples I took you through yesterday. Right? One second. So just look. See, this is just the one second. I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, can you see, guys? Yeah, can you see? Yeah. So look, I've just circular, and so this is the side view, and this is the front view of the same thing, right? This is a side view, front view of the same thing. See, simple, just the shapes, right? There is no complexity. There is no detail. Again, simple, just 3 shapes. Okay, the detail part we'll get to, right? But our basic shapes, see these, these robots are looking. One second, Avi, hold on. I can't hear what I'm talking, Avi. All right. So these drawings, right? They these shapes work together, and that's why when you put detail, it looks nice, because the foundation of the character works, right? And how it works, that is something that you will get as you experiment, right? And experimenting will lead you to you will get a feeling, this looks nice, this works, right? This doesn't look nice, and I want you to develop that feeling, right? That feeling is your own critical eye as an artist, right? And it'll take some time, but that's fine, right? And I'm here to support you. All right, so go ahead, start this, and I want to see all of you create at least 4 or 5 right now, okay, before this session ends. 4 or 5 different combinations. Try big head, big wheel, small wheel, right? No wheel, jet, whatever, try, experiment, push yourself, right? Go ahead, take your time and do this. All right, I'm here. Any questions you can ask me. All right, I'm going to give you a moment. I'll just go get some water for myself. All right, go ahead and do this. Remember, be bold, be big, don't be clean. No need for scale, no need for straight lines, just roughly be bold, right? Nothing to be afraid of. Okay, Abhi, why you're not doing this exercise now? Why? Huh? Why? Why? Because I'm interrupting you, I'm stopping you from speaking or something like that? Huh? Why? This is an important exercise I've learned. I want you to learn this as well.
I already have colored so much of mine. I have to draw another one.
See, you also went ahead and did detail, na, bacha? See this? You also went ahead and did detail. You also used curved shapes. Now the new limitations have set, no? And right now the limitation is to only draw the shape. So I want you to practice that. Suddenly if you get bored and then you say, I don't want to do this, I'll do that, I'll do something else. ऐसा नहीं चलता ना?
Don't want to die in my cave. We can use wheel shapes like that.
Yeah, you can use if you can draw. Okay. All right, I'm back. Keep drawing. And if you guys are, if anyone is done, you can raise your hand and show it on the screen, right? And like I said, okay, there are no right drawings. You don't need to be perfect. All right. Go ahead, Avi. You can also start doing that. Yeah. Sit on the chair, no? As you guys are doing it, even I will have some fun and experiment with some shapes myself. Let's see. Say we have a circle and
Tabletop.
Sir,
yes.
I am done.
Arey wah. Okay, let's take a look. Let's stay 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so we can see your screen large. I can see. Okay, bring it closer. All right. So is that a really tiny head on top?
What?
What's that tiny thing on the top of the triangle? Is that a head?
No, that's an
Oh, you have
idea.
to put a title. Ah, okay. So he has a triangular head, right? And he's got these tiny feet. Nice. That's. I like the side view especially. Is that the side or the front? 1 second, huh?
As a front.
So the front is slimmer than the side, huh?
No, that is the front.
That is the front. Yeah. So the front is not as wide as the side view.
Okay.
Is that what you're trying to depict?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, interesting, right? Go ahead, do more shapes, right? Go ahead and do some more. We have another 4 to 5 minutes for this exercise, right? Like I said, you want to do multiple, right?
Sir, I made 2.
Yeah, go ahead and show me, Austin. Let's take a look. Ah, interesting, Austin. Interesting. So, yeah, so you've made one on top with jet boosters, right? Like those two things down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got a head and a body. That's an interesting combination. And the down one has a wheel, right? It's like a Segway.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Good job. Good job. Experiment with more, and see, what I also want you to experiment with, okay, Austin and all of you, like, see, Austin had one kind of character like this, okay, he made a square, and then he made another square like this, and then he had a tiny little thing here, and he had a wheel, okay. Now, this same design, if you were to change it, like, if you play, yeah, 1 second, Moana, 1 second, I'll take a look at yours, just 1 second. Like, if this same one, okay, if I were to play around with the proportions, I made the head small, I make the body big, okay, and I make the wheel bigger. See, I got a different, it's the same design, but different, oh, I'm not, oh, sorry, you guys are not seeing my screen. Oh, thanks, Avi. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. 1 second, So, this is the one that Austin kind of made, right? And the same one, it's the same thing, made of the same pieces, but the proportions are different. Can you see? The body is bigger than the head, and the wheel is bigger, like this, right? And the same thing you can push further, right? Say I make the wheel so big, okay, and then I make the body so small, right? And I make the head much bigger. See, this is also, you have an interesting kind of a combination, right? This also is one design, right? And so you can take the same design that you have come up with and push the proportions and experiment with that, right? And you can see how quickly I have just roughly drawn it. I don't care about accuracy, right? Okay, Moana, let's take a look at yours. 1 second, I can't see. Can you bring it closer? I'm going to just stop sharing because half my screen is my screen. 1 second, I'll stop sharing. Yes, Moana, can I see that? So you have a triangle for a head and you have 3 legs. Okay, interesting. Interesting. And what's below? It's blurring out, Moana. Can you pull it back? So now you've used some interesting shapes, right? Trapeziums, yeah. And so I like this big guy, right? I like this big guy. Okay. And down here you have this. All right. Good. So good job, Moana. Good job. Okay. So now, and as you're designing this, okay, you want to remember your limitations, right? You want to remember the limitations. One second, I'm going to share the screen again. Oh wow, Avi's made something completely. Yeah, I'll show you guys what Avi has made. One second, huh? So he's really having fun with this. He's made some kind of a shark boat robot, right? So it's a boat with jet boosters and wheels, right? Okay, which brings me back to our, as you can see on my screen, brings me back
Cute robot.
exactly what I was going to say, which brings me back to our limitations. You want to keep checking your designs with our limitations. Does it fit cute robot? Does it fit simple basic
simple
shapes?
basic.
Right? Does it fit no curved shapes? And does it fit avoid limbs? Right?
It doesn't have limbs.
Yeah. So you want to keep checking with your limitations, right? So if I come out here and look at this, right? So this was Austin's design, right? He had designed something like this. This is cute. Okay. This also is cute. But this probably not. So now this goes into more about design, like
I
a
know
cute character.
this cute small wheels.
Yes. A cute character generally has, like, babies are cute. You know why they're cute?
Big eyes. And big head.
Yes, because kids have big heads. And so if you want to make a cute character, you generally have to make a big head and a small body. Right? So now his wheels are like this. Right? And if you were to make a big body and a small head, now this becomes a tough guy. Can you see? And if the wheels are like this, this guy is like a tough guy. If I'm, of course, I'm using curved shapes here, but see, he's a tough guy. He's like angry.
I would not want to.
All right. So proportions. Okay. So this exercise is about playing around with proportions, and you only yourself checking. As you're playing around with the proportions, you're checking, is it meeting your criteria? Is it meeting the limitations? Right? Okay. Is it cute? Is it simple? Yes. All right. Everyone with me so far? So now we have only 2 minutes to go for this session. Okay. Yes, Moana. Moana, you can take pictures of your designs, and I want you to do some more designs. Okay. So from today, okay, till our next session, which is on Thursday, right? Which is on Thursday. I want you to continue this exercise. Now I know, tell me, do all of you, are you excited about this exercise till Thursday? Right?
But
Yes.
how many drawings do we have to make more?
As many. So there is no limit. Okay. And I'll tell you what, the more you draw, the more you experiment this way, the better your design will be. Right?
Do we even have to you have to draw in the book or on a page?
On your book. So this is shape experimentation. You're experimenting with forms, right? So you have to do this in your sketchbook. When you're doing your warm-ups are, you don't want to keep those papers. You just want to make it dirty, draw your circles and throw that paper away, right? That is just for warm-up. But when you are doing these kind of designs, you want to have it in your sketchbook for reference, right? And a sketchbook is a great way to see at the end of your sketchbook, how good your drawing has become. Because the more you fill your sketchbook, you are going to get better with every single drawing. Whether it's a rough drawing or a final drawing, you're getting better every time you draw, right? And that's the power of drawing, okay? It's a superpower, right?
I need a bike.
And so, use it, okay? Now you can experiment with 3 wheels, like 2 wheels, 1 big wheel, 1 small wheel.
That's
Okay, okay, this is your guy or robot, or I don't know. See, and this is how roughly you can experiment. right? And so between now and our next session, okay, I want you to make many such explorations. Okay, they can be small or big in your paper, many such explorations, and then I want you to choose 3 of your favorite out of those. Okay, 3 of your favorite out of those shape experimentations, and then on those 3 you can add some details and say, oh, this is. And so when I say choose 3, you want to choose the ones that you actually want to make in 3D, because then we are going to use that design and we are going to begin our production stage in Blender, right? Everyone clear? Yeah, okay. And between now and the next session, I want all of you to take pictures of your drawings and share it on the group. Okay, I am looking, I am there, I am available, I will be giving you feedback, I will direct you, right? I want you all to take pictures of all the sketches that you do and post it on the group. All right, is that clear? Hands up everyone, or thumbs up? Yeah, okay. I want you to have fun with this, okay? It's an experimenting thing. You're just pushing yourself. And it might, I don't know, for some of you it might get boring, right? But do it, right? And you will find that fun, okay? I hope you will. Right, Pratyush? Show me. Yes, tell me, Pratyush.
Sir, how many drawings we have to do of you using simple shapes?
Sorry?
How many drawings we have to do?
How many
Like,
drawings?
is there a minimum or something or a maximum?
No, there is no minimum or maximum, right? There is no minimum or maximum. See, like, look at this, okay? Look at my screen right now.
I
Okay?
shared it on the group.
Very good. Look at my screen right now, Pratyush. Okay, I'm demonstrating something. This is how I am doing this exercise. Circle, small square, wheel. Done. This is my first one. Okay, done. Now my second one. Okay, I'm going to add something to the body. Okay, and I'm going to add 2 wheels, and the head is like this. Done. Next drawing. I'm going to have 1 wheel, big wheel. Okay. Done. Right. And sometimes while I'm doing this, to clarify the drawing, I will, so this is a front view. I'll also do a side view. Right. So iska side view would be a circle. Again, it's like this only. But down here we have a wheel. Right. And I would do a side view for this guy. So this is a side view. I'll do a front view for this guy. Okay. So he has 2 wheels. So one wheel is like this, another wheel is like this. See, now this is pushing me to think. इसका side view ऐसा है, तो इसका front view कैसा होगा? So the big wheels are like this on the side. This is pushing me to think now. And this body is in the center, so it's something like this, right? And his head is somewhere in the, his head is coming out like this. See, it's pushing me to think, right? It's not accurate, but and so done. Now I'll do some more. So there is no limit to your I don't want to limit. Keep doing. I would say do 50, 100, right? See, when you are limiting your drawing, then you're saying, oh, okay, I have reached 10 drawings, I'm done. You're not done till you find something that you are interested in, right? Yes, Pratyush.
Actually, you had said earlier about limitations. So
Sorry?
why not limitations in this?
So the limitations are in the design, not in the number of drawings. The
Okay.
limitations are in the design. So see, I have kept the limitations in all my drawings. I have only used basic shapes. There are no curved shapes. I have avoided limbs. Okay, and they are kind of cute. These guys at least are cute, except for this guy, right? So the limitations are in the design, not in the iteration. What we are doing is iteration. Iteration means versions. We are trying different things, right? So if you arrive at a design that you like in the first 3 drawings, okay, then you're done, right? If you arrive at a design that you like, you're done, right? But I would suggest do more, right? And this is practice, Pratyush. This is practice. And the more you do this, you will unlock something, right? You will unlock something, and you can unlock that only once you do it. Like if you sit on a cycle, like I said, this example of riding a cycle, you can think about it, you can read a book about it, all of that. You can walk with the cycle, 10 rounds in the building, right? And say, okay, I was told to walk with it for 10 rounds and, get a sense. But you'll not be able to ride it because you haven't unlocked that ability. That ability will come when you sit on it, and then you might fall and you might get hurt, right? And then you'll get up again, right? And then you'll ride again. And if you fall and you stop, are you going to be able to ride the cycle? Probably not, right? Because you stopped, right? You haven't unlocked that ability, that skill, right? And so this drawing is like that. Like, you may not enjoy it at first, right? You may not enjoy it, and you might be like looking for a limit to it. Okay, I'm done with, okay, the sir has said 5 drawings. I do 5 drawings, I'm done, right? But 5 drawings didn't allow you to unlock that ability, right? And that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm inviting you to do, right? And see, many professionals are there in the industry who don't know how to draw, and they get by. They use AI, they use other things, right? And they get by. But in my experience, I've seen that people who are able to draw are able to articulate their ideas more clearly, and people who are able to draw can use AI more efficiently, right? More effectively, because I can draw. I can do things with AI that a normal person, another guy who can't draw can't do, right? Because I am able to give AI much more input. I can just, instead of giving a prompt, I can give AI a drawing. Take this drawing and generate now, right? Which is so much clearer than describing what I'm trying to say to AI, right? And in fact, I actually work that way these days, right? That's part of my workflow when I'm working for projects and clients, right? And that's what I want you to develop as well, right? It's a superpower, Pratyush. Drawing is a superpower, and not the kind of drawing where you're, finalizing and, making amazing detailed drawings. Not that kind of drawing. This kind of rough, dirty, messy, this kind of drawing, being able to bring out your ideas in this kind of drawing is a power thing. Okay. All right. So we are 7 minutes over. Okay. I'm going to bring an end to this session today. I hope you had a good session. Yes, Mohana, are you saying something?
Yeah, it could also be shabby, right?
Shabby, dirty, yes, Pratyush.
And what is the homework?
What is the
Homework.
Yes. So, okay. So let me recap and clarify the homework. Okay. So yesterday, when you did your drawings, right, you copied references, and I saw all your drawings, and all of your drawings had some detail. You guys made eyes, you made ears, you made hands, you made, you made details. You put more lines on them, right? The homework today is the same, but you are going to operate it like you're seeing on my screen. I want to see your drawings like this. No detail, only forms. And remember, the forms that I said were these forms. 1 second. These basic shapes. So you're going to use these kind of shapes. You're going to distort these shapes so it can be big, small, like I said, this trapezium can be a taller trapezium. And you are going to use these limitations. So I will share these limitations on the group. Cute robot, simple basic shapes, no curved shapes. So you're not going to draw any curved shapes. Okay. And you're going to avoid limbs. You're going to avoid hands and legs. Yes, Pratyush.
And what about eyes and faces?
You're not going to do eyes and faces now, right? You could do it as an experiment, okay, because you have some time from now to the next session, right? You could do some detail, that's fine, but that's not the exercise, that's not the homework. You can do it, okay, all of you, okay, I don't mind. I'm not going to say no faces and no detail. No, I'm not saying that, right? You can do some detail just to see if your design is working. Like, for example, I showed you my designs, right? As I was doing this, I put detail just for fun to see how my basic shapes are panning out into detail, right? And definitely you can do that, and you can bring it to the next session. It's not like I'm going to look at it and say, why did you do that? No, it's not that, right? You definitely have to do detail. What I'm saying is, I don't want you to get lost in detail. The detail is not the homework. The detail is something, if you enjoy it and you want to do it, go ahead and do it. right? You want to experiment with the detail, go ahead and do it, right? I'm not saying don't do it, but that I don't want that to become the focus of the exercise. The focus of this exercise is simplicity, right? You want to simplify, right? You want to simplify and work with simple shapes, right? Because detail will, you will get lost with detail, right? And so everyone with me so far? Yeah? I'm going to close the session now. Okay, we're already 10 minutes over. Anyone has a question? No, right? Moana, you're raising a hand for a question or for question?
Question.
Yes, go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, so if we do the rough shapes and in the just nearby, can we just make the rough shape again and do details in it?
Yeah, yes, just like this. See, I took a rough shape and then I added some detail. Okay, now, like I said, don't spend too much time on the detail. Move on to the next design. Move on to the next shape experiment. Move on to the next. Do quick, if you like to do detail, do a little quick detail. Move on to the next. What I want is volume. So, to answer your question, Pratyush, I want a volume of experimentation, right? I want a volume. What I mean by volume is I want multiple experiments in shapes, right? Multiple experiments. So you can see here how I've done multiple experiments, right? And I did it so quickly. It just took me less than a minute, right, to just put these shapes. And I'm just putting, mashing these shapes together, right? So I hope the homework is clear to all of you. Yeah? Clear? Yes? All right. Any questions you have? I'm there on the group. Okay, guys, this is good homework. Okay, it is foundational. Okay, and there is no limit to what you can do. Okay, experiment, and I will share these limitations on the group. Okay, so this is the framework within which you will do your homework today. Okay, I didn't share this with you yesterday. Today, this is the update to the homework. Okay, and your homework should eventually look like this. The ones that I am interested in is this. You can of course add detail, you can add the ears and you can add lights and maybe a hand and all of that you can do, right? But that is not what I'm looking for, right? I will look at that, but primarily I'm looking at your shape experiments. All right, okay guys, so it's time to end the session. I hope you had a good time. Okay, we will meet at the next session. Here's me and Avish signing out. All right, bye guys.
Bye.